Hi there, I'm Paul. This is Science That Sticks. Today we're looking at getting organised. Exactly what benefits are there to being organised with your time, having a schedule, staying to that schedule, and what else can you do? Now, firstly, a lot of students that I've suggested this to, they feel that it is freedom limiting. It's not. You still work into a schedule. You still get up in the morning. You still go to college or school or wherever. You still get dressed. You still go to the toilet. Probably at the same time. You still have breakfast or something to eat or whatever. You still meet your friends in the same place. You have a morning routine. Now, by being specific and intentional about how you are going to spend your time as a student who is serious about being successful as a student, that opens up far more doors. Now, I've put these recommendations in just any order at the moment, so it doesn't really matter which order you have them. But the first part of it is, if you've got a vision about what you want to accomplish out of your qualifications, whether it be attending an excellent university, not that there's a huge difference between them, depends on the course, depends on the area, or it could be what you want to do for a job later on in life. So having a vision for what you want to accomplish is crucial, and that will underpin everything that you want to do. Now, most students that I know, what do you want to do for a living? What do you want to do when you're older? That's too big a question, and most students can't think further along the lines than the next year at the most, or maybe the next 2 years. Certainly anything beyond 5 years is really divorced. And besides which, if you're an adult watching this, how many interviews have you been to and the interviewer has said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And it's the first stumbling block that most adults have. I don't know, 5 years. Oh, well, 5 years ago, they didn't ask about 5 years ago. They asked about 5 years from now. Now, that's the difference between people who are motivated and have forethought and are intentional, and people that are reactive and don't tend to have those things. So if you have a plan, you can have a plan for the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, the next couple of years, and the next decade. But in terms of revising, here's the thing. Get yourself a schedule that you are allocating particular hours and half an hours to, so that you can stay on top of your assignments, your homework, and your revision at large. And the moment you do that, well, you're going to discover that you can do almost anything with that, and you'll make real progress. The next part is making lists. I'm a big advocate of lists. So write down everything that you need to do and to accomplish within the week, whether it be homework, whether it be assignments, whether it be coursework, whether it be a particular branch of chemistry that you need to revise, whether it be even hanging out with your friends, whether it be playing on a computer game, but allocate time to it and then cross it off the list once you've done it. It could also include doing chores around the house, making your bed. In fact, that's the first thing that I'd recommend everybody does the moment they get up. Get up, make your bed, get dressed or have a shower, whatever it is that you need to do, but make sure that things are in an order and you stay to that order, stick to it. Next part. Once you have made a list of all your jobs, you tick off or cross off all of your jobs. And the reason for this is it's self-motivational. You get to see how much progress you have made at the end of each day, the end of each week, the end of each month. And then once you get to the end of a year and you've got a small booklet filled with things that you have done and crossed off, you can look at it and go, you know what? I've actually done an awful lot here. And then you start thinking, can I do more? Now, it's not exactly being obsessed about it, but it certainly helps with self-motivation, being a self-starter and being self-disciplined. And that is what getting organised is all about, being self-disciplined. The only person that sits in that exam is you. You sit that exam on your own in that hall in a summertime. You are responsible for your actions at that point. And that's where a lot of students not break down and cry, but just they lose it because it suddenly hits home. They have to do the work, because all that talk in classrooms are like, I'm never going to need it, I'm never going to use it. Right there, in that moment, they really need that bit of information, because there's no one else to hold their hand, there's no one else to ask. They have to do it independently. And if you have already prepared, then you are going to be sitting pretty. The very last one is having a vision. Now, if you know what you want to do, or you know what you want to accomplish out of life, then that is absolutely wonderful. You can have that at the top. It might be certain things that you want to have or own or experience, and having a list of these things is equally good over the next 5 to 10 years. It might be attend university, get a driver's license, go abroad for the first time on my own or away from my family, or go on holiday with my friends. It could be a variety of things that you wish to experience by the time you are 21 or 25 or whatever, but it's still worth doing. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I think you should do when getting organised. 1. Allocate an hour of time for different tasks, including having time with your friends, time exercising, time with hobbies, time with your family, and always enjoy that time that is not working, but also set time so that you can work. Not only that, make lists, cross them off, and if you've got your overall all-encompassing vision, go for it and don't let anyone step in your way. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay cool. Bye-bye.